Good afternoon and welcome to Courtroom Chronicles, Trials of South Africa. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Mdase, and I don't want us to waste any time. If you also celebrated your birthday during the weekend, happy belated birthday. Let us talk about Deputy Commissioner Shadrach Sibiya. Aye, guys, I try to sit and listen to this man, but yeah. Let me just say it's torture listening to him because one minute he's saying something, the next he's saying the other. I couldn't watch him at the ad hoc committee, but I have watched him now in the Matlanga Commission of Inquiry, and we've had his grievances, things that he didn't like about the MK, how they cornered him, and I think the first 2 days he thought, you know what, I've got this. Listen to me. If there's one thing that you need to know about the Matlanga Commission of Inquiry, they will give you a rope to hang. You will think you know your stuff, you've got your ducks in a row, but when they start cross examination, when they start asking you questions, that's where you'll feel like the world is just crumbling on top of you. Because this is what I have noticed and seen. And if there's one thing that is common between Julius Mkwanazi and Shadrach Spear is that they over explain themselves while telling us that they don't want to over explain themselves, and also, they will tell you stories that you did not ask instead of answering what they are being asked. So, welcome back to Courtroom Chronicles, Trials of South Africa, and let us talk about what happened before they went on a lunch break. Now, it is what Vusimuzi Matlala was saying versus what Shadrach Sibiya is also saying. Shadrach Sibiya says that I met Vusiket Matlala in January 2024. Now, the commission is saying, or the commissioners are saying to him, no, but he was not awarded the contract yet. So, how have you met him before that? What were you discussing? Because you say you have met the man less than 5 times. So, now, if you saying you met him for the first time in your office, what were you talking about? This is where the timeline mismatch comes in, and we're also asking ourselves, what were they talking about? So the big question is here, what were they discussing in January? And yeah, this is our first red flag that we are seeing in all of this. The next move also, we are going to talk about the imbalances and the alleged gifts. Because one thing that I've noticed, everyone is running away from the gifts. It's not only Shadrach Sibiya, there are BBLs concerned here. We've got impalas. We've got people who were paid, their funerals were paid for. There's a lot. So every witness that comes that has been implicated to Vusimuzi Ket Matala, they've got something. You either got Ozempic or you got your Impala or your BBL. There is something that you got. And when it comes to Shadrach Sibiya, we see that there were Impalas involved. We are going to get to that. So Spear insists that he never received anything directly from Matlala. Yet he admits that he spoke to Witness F, a professional hunter. Let me tell you one thing about Witness F. Witness F does everything. If you say he's an ice boy, it's okay because you send him to go and change you a bike battery, he will do that. You send him and tell him he's the middleman. You tell him you need animals. Now he's a professional hunter. You told him you need this. This guy you has been seen going to fetch paper bags somewhere. You've seen the video of Katiso Molefe. He was there. So this guy, he knows everyone. And this is what he told us, Usha Draxibia, Commissioner Shadrach Draxibia last week, that that man knows a lot of people. He's a biker. He does 1, 2, 3. Hey, yeah. Yeah. So let's get back to it. Now I'm getting carried away and I'm talking about a lot of things. So there's a clear contradiction in that. And he also points out that as a police officer, he is required to declare gifts. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Shadrach Sibiya, implying that he didn't personally take anything. But the evidence, WhatsApp pictures, the messages, the photos suggest that arrangements were made to deliver 4 to 6 impalas in March 2024. Do you hear this? He's saying that he never took anything from Vusimuzi Matlala. He never got any impalas. But WhatsApp messages are saying something different. That's what we got. Around when? March. You should note this because we are going to come back to this. The contract was awarded when? In June. When were the Impalas were meant to be delivered? In March 2024. When did he speak about? We're talking about our deputy commissioner now, Shadrach Sibiya. When did he speak to uh, General Sentumile about them? Around March. Okay, here's where now there's another example that he made for us. Remember the part that he said he has to declare? He says he had a friend in Zimbabwe. I don't know, he has a gardener who's Zimbabwean. He has a friend from Zimbabwe. And that friend, it was around his birthday, and the friend wanted to buy him something. So the friend sent him 20,000 rand, and I'm talking about our deputy commissioner, he went to the bank and told them to reverse that's 20,000 because he has to declare and he didn't want anything causing problems from him. There were people that he arrested in terms of this, and he knows as a police officer that you have to declare. Now, I'm asking myself, if I'm a police officer and someone gives me money for my birthday, why would I not declare it? It's a birthday gift, Mos. Or is there something else? I need you to tell me in the comment section what you thought. So now this example shows the awareness of gift rules. It introduces another layer of complexity when we look at the Impala deliveries. Suddenly, while insisting he never took the gifts from Matlala, he now admits to sending a gardener to go and collect 4 to 6 impalas. I make me understand. Make me understand what is going on here. And he said he only needed one animal. If you were watching the Matlanga Commission of Inquiry, you would have seen this. So he contradicts himself a lot. His statement, when he reads the affidavit, it's saying something else. When he speaks to the commissioners, he remembers some other things and say he has separate notes aside. There's a lot. That's why I say when I watch anything that has to do with him, I get a headache. But anyway, let's get back to it. So now let's talk about the animals themselves. It's black bucks, impalas, antelopes. And if you don't know, they are called antelopes, then there are impalas and, different names under that. Now, in his initial statement, Spear claimed that the last of his antelopes, they died in November 2023. That's what he read for us. Ne? Because now he's denying Pella that he got impalas from Vusimuziket Matlala, leaving him with only one animal. But WhatsApp screenshots and photos presented by General Sentumile now, the conversation, what was shown in the commission is that General Sentumile, there was a conversation between them, and Ushadrag was telling her that the impalas or the antelopes have died, and she was asking what was the cause and saying this is odd. And then he responded, I don't remember what his response were, and this was around March 2024. At first, he didn't tell the commission or write in his testimony that after his impalas have all died in 2023, he went again in 2024 and bought more impalas. This comes in, he says that when he's confronted about contradictions. First, you say that you didn't get impalas. Secondly, you say you didn't want impalas, you only needed one animal. Then you tell us about gifts that you are not allowed to take. Then you tell us that you had challenges of money because you were suspended and you were not getting the same money that you used to. So, where did you get the money to go and buy the 4 to 6 impalas that Kat Matlala had promised you? And that there was a voice note where Kat Matlala is saying to witness C that he bought impalas for General Sibiya. So tell me, are we that dizzy that all of this we didn't understand it? So now the commissioners are asking him repeatedly, saying these facts are missing in your affidavit. Why didn't you talk about all these things? And these are not minor details. These are serious things. You are being accused of taking gifts from someone who's controversial, someone who's regarded as a criminal, someone who's being investigated. And he says, no, I'm too stressed. There's a lot going on. Maybe I missed that. Or I won't blame my lawyer. I won't blame you as evidence leaders. I'm blaming myself. Hey, that man gives me a headache. Let me tell you, he gives me a headache. So let's finish off. Now, the commissioners, like Advocates Baloyi and Commissioner Kumalo, pointed out these inconsistencies, showing him that Sbia's account shifted under questioning. At one point, he even blurts out Witness F's name on record, revealing the personal connection he tried to downplay. Anyway, we know that who Witness F is. It is Sergeant Faninkosi, but they tried to hide Pela. He blurts out the name, and I really think he did make a mistake, but it's a careless one. It's a careless one. So, looking at today's testimony as a whole, there were timeline mismatches of when he met Vusimuzi Matlala, January meeting versus the June contract. He was being asked a lot about that. So, what were you talking about before that? Then we also had contradictions on imbalances. He denied, but he said he discussed with Witness F. Contradictions. There are a lot of contradictions. He says this, he says that, and he's very good at saying, I didn't say that. But you forget that there's a record and you're being recorded. There's a video. There were so many instances he said, I didn't say that. And I'm like, but I was watching you. You did say that. And this is the man who was telling us that the people who are investigating him are incompetent. He got the top tier training, So I'm telling you, it's a lot. So now we also heard about the impalas and animal controversies that were delivered in March 2024 versus the ones that died in November 2023. If you ask me, I really think yes, his animals died. Then he got the impalas from Vusimuzi Matlala and they also died because he said he was spending about 12K to take care of those animals, so he didn't need the burden. So yeah, I really think he needed or wanted things that he couldn't take care of. Because tell me, you buy the plot, it has those animals, they die because you couldn't take care of them. Then you want to replace those ones, and the ones that you are given also die. So now he's running away from that because really, how will the commission prove that these impalas from Vusiket Matala were actually delivered unless there's something in those phones that we do not know and conversations? So the cross examination revelations information only comes when it's challenged. He reads something from his testimony. He says whatever he wants to say. When he's challenged and examined about what he said, then he said, I forgot to mention this. I should have mentioned this. And the chair, Bob Madlang asked him, good, but since we started these proceedings, you were able to say, let me put this on record, let me rectify this. I made a mistake there. So, what stopped you from telling us that you sent your gardener, your Zimbabwean gardener, to go and get Momba impalas for you? Or you are just saying this now because you are being asked about it? So, those are the things that we got. So, there are so many elements of and gaps and contradictions and selective disclosures that it's giving red flags. It's giving us red everywhere. So I don't know what you think. Please let me know in the comment section. And until next time, ciao. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and hit that notification button. Ciao.